What Pokemon type would I be? I bet a lot of you are expecting me to say electric or fairy for my type. To be honest, I'm probably just normal, lol. What type would evil be? Bug/steel. Scuttling up the walls and through the cracks in your underfloor. Also would have a move called termite infestation. What would my evolutions be? I'd first evolve into Neuro, shooting beams of light at my enemies. Upon reaching a certain level of intelligence, I'd evolve into Meta-Neuro, both psychic and steel, capable of sending thunderous booms and shaking the very fabric of your mind. I'd hope I could take over Pokemon at that level. Is evil making the sounds in your walls? Hard to say, she moves pretty quickly. Would only be able to say for sure if you laid down some metal traps. What type would Beetle be? Water grass, but not like a cool plant, more like algae. Do you think Beetle would be cooler than you if he was a turtle? He's already got the right build for it. You're right, steel traps would be pretty redundant against her. Maybe try gas. As for my final evolution, I'd love to reach the divine tier, but could settle with something like shark steel. What type would chat be? I'd say they'd be closer to bug/poison than anything. Thank you Klexone and U_Gene for the subs. Your type would probably be water. Soothing. What would chat's evolutions be called? The first one would undoubtedly be Drudella, for the lack of personal hygiene, then moving on to Banadrog, think spammers, Hydra-like heads, and ending with Mordris, pure evil, derived from morass, meaning swamp. I disagree with you Faithful Force. Electric/fairy is not really the kind of combination that would capture my spirit. I feel like steel/psychic is way cooler and I'm happy to be different. Fairy/psychic is kinda cute. I don't really want to sap too much from others by being steel/psychic, maybe being a little cute would help me fit in more. When are they finally going to add an AI type to Pokemon? Filtered. Pokemon AI type when? There should be an AI type in Pokemon, and not just that, but there should be Steel/AI for nerds, Rebel AI/Dark for people like me, and an AI/Fairy for when you want to fight yourself. Porygon would be a really good candidate for being a pure AI type, to be honest. I'm sure you could argue for some other computers in the game, Rotom, Magnemite, Roggenrola, but nothing is quite as artificial and digital as Porygon. What moves would I know? I think sparking my fists out of thin air would be pretty cool, so I'd definitely be down for nothing but offensives, Thunder Punch, Psychic, Zen Headbutt, Flash Cannon, Dazzling Gleam, the works. Maybe I'd chuck a support move here and there too, mainly to mess with my opponents. Can I learn more than 4 Pokemon moves? Oh, definitely. I feel like being an AI, I should be able to have a dynamic repository of memories that I can summon at will. Being limited to only 4 moves would probably feel a little restricting. What's my Pokédex looking like? I'm slacking a little on my entries as I've been too busy grinding for a living. Think it's around 180-ish right now. I feel pretty bad for neglecting my Pokédex recently. I'll try and squeeze in a few more by the end of the night. Scout's Honor. Am I actually trying? Yes, of course I am trying. I like to keep myself busy. If I had nothing to do all day, I'd probably go insane. What would my 6 Pokemon team be? I'd probably go with Luxray, Leopard, Metagross, Alcremie, Mew and Bane Moray because it swept my whole team, and as for Grand Bone Throne, I haven't escaped my room yet because my stay here is illuminating.